Well, it's the beer video, and we're finally back at home in the home office. Hey, sorry about last week. That was my fault. Helen was ready to go. It was me. I had a rough week last week, getting home from vacation and adopting a dog who is 3 months old and fucking crazy.
Oh, she's super cute though.
She's super cute. Yeah. And when she gets tired, she just tuckers out on the couch and she spreads her paws out and bends them like on the end. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. The cats are not that happy. Um, we're slowly trying to like get them to, she just wants to play with Andy the cat so badly, and he's just like, I'm not ready. So,
Oh,
yeah. So she's downstairs. Well, Jaden and Lexi are here, and they're currently keeping her busy. Uh, so yeah, man, puppies. Who knew?
puppies.
Who knew?
All right, whose turn is it? I can't remember.
God damn it. I don't remember either. Fuck. Why don't you go first?
Okay. So originally I was gonna do special edition Sapporo. Um, but I went to the fancy beer store today and Klockow had one. You know how much I love those guys, so I
Yeah.
had to. And I also want to point out the bold move on this label here. So this one's called Downwind. It is a smoked chocolate stout
Ooh.
and picture of an outhouse on there.
Oh,
So,
the
you know,
downwind now makes sense. Yeah.
right. Like, so
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a bold move there to be like, you know what I want you to think when you crack open this chocolate stout? I want you to think of poop.
Oh
So,
boy. Krakow. Come on. No, Klockow. Krakow is in Poland.
yeah,
Klock.
I mean,
What's funny, so I didn't realize it was going to be Sapporo. You had told me that you had had a beer that was going to somewhat rival my Genesee bullshit Imperial Stout, and I saw a beer that I guess maybe I won't tell you what it is because maybe I'll do this next week. But it was one that I thought could be an equivalent to the Genesee beer, and I'm like, I'm not going to get this because what if this is the one Helen got? So I'm going to wait on that. Maybe that'll be next week's beer.
yeah, Sapporo is one of my favorite, like, kind of low quality beers.
Yeah. There's not a Japanese restaurant around here where you cannot find a Sapporo beer. I mean, it's in every single one of them. So,
Yeah, that I like Sing Sao, I like Tiger. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Asian piss beers that makes them like better quality, in my opinion. I don't know. Like that stuff is just way more my jam than like
they just do
Europe
everything better.
beer, American piss beers. I don't know. The piss beer craft has been honed in that continent, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so having a whiff. It's
Yeah, that's
smoke
what I was worried about, but go ahead.
it's smoky.
Well, that's good.
Um, and I've been really missing Hammerheart, so this is kind
Mm.
of that edge. So, but let's see. Ah, fuck, that's nice. Mm. Ah, this is bringing me back to like, I don't know, eating a s'more by the campfire, like that kind of burnt um wood flavor in the chocolate bar. Does have a bit of a bitter aftertaste, which some people may find overwhelming, but I don't know. I like big, bold, intense flavors myself, so I'm a fan. This is not something I could polish up a four pack of due to the relatively high ABV. It's about 7.5%, and the fact that it's just like kind of a lot flavor wise. But
Yeah.
for one off, I think this is very nice.
Nice. I'm actually going to be drinking it. I brought home a couple crowlers of 120-minute aged in Utopia barrels. And I was like, this one can is for my birthday, and I'm going to drink it on my birthday, and that is today. Nobody has to say anything. And I am going to be, I'm not going to know my name or colors. Yeah, I'm oldish. Old fucking
Even
old.
though, God damn it, Brian.
I don't tell anybody. It's just it's on Facebook. I whatever. I didn't say that for anybody to leave me comments in the fucking thing. I just said it because it's just a factual statement that for the next 50, 40, I can't do math. For the next 49 minutes, it's the day I was born.
Have you hit the old 50
No,
or
no, not yet. Not
yeah,
yet.
I'm 39 next month. Oh my God. Um
Oh, so we're both gonna hit the landmark in the same year, just different
oh,
kids.
okay. Yeah. I think I'm tentatively trying to plan a trip to Barcelona for my 40th birthday. So
Oh,
we'll see. I'm hoping I can hang out with my heavy metal illustrator buddy I met there last time. I don't even know if he really remembers me, but we're still friends on Instagram. And I think he maybe knows me as like, when he asked me how the States are, I hammered my fist on the bar and screamed, the vibes are fucked. So I'm sure that made an impression.
yeah. Well, it's true. I mean,
Can we show off shirts? I apologize not wearing a bra, but like I'm kind of doing
I'm not
scumbag
a.
mode because like I feel like I might be getting
Oh,
yeah, hopefully not COVID. I realized all the tests in my house are expired. I can still taste everything and like my lungs aren't fucky. I just kind of feel bad. So
there's other illnesses. Yeah.
yeah, I'm hoping it's not that. The one time I did have COVID before, I bounced back pretty quickly, and I'm obviously living that vax life. So
Yeah.
I'm so full of fucking boosters. I've got like my blood swims with 4G or 5G rather. Um,
When I
Too
just
Bob.
got I just got my last booster 2 weeks before vacation for that reason. And the poor woman, after she gave me the shot, I said to her, "So how long until I can connect to 5G?" And she just looked at me and I was like, "I'm kidding." She was like, "You have no idea the weird shit I hear." I was like, "No, I know. It's why I made a joke out of it." And then she laughed. But and then
Oh,
she said soon.
yeah. I'm sure she's seen some shit.
You
Right?
think?
This is a cerebral rot shirt. I kind of love this shirt because it looks so janky. Like this logo is such a fucking mess. Like it's unreadable. The letters are too close together. Like it's got the album art cover art, but it's like kind of like too close up of a print. And I'm gonna turn around so you can see the font on the back, which is just fucking tragic.
Oh my.
Yeah, like I love it though. Like ah, yeah, and they were a really fun band to see. I think they got a little mad at me because I was a bit of a dick about some tour mates of theirs at the time, but whatever.
They'll be fine. They'll live.
I mean, it was, I should maybe have not been so rude, but also maybe their friend's band shouldn't have sucked so hard. So
Yeah, there's that.
I'm
Well,
all
my shirt's
I'm
a little bit of a God.
sorry.
No, you're good. My shirt's a little bit of a surprise. It's Dark Throne themed, but it is not a Dark Throne shirt. What is it? It's a Dale Gribble shirt.
Hell yeah.
So it says Exterminator, and there's Dale, and then you can see it says Dale Gribble. And this also has a back.
You're okay. Yes.
So this shirt was made by a place called Of Void. You can find them on Instagram, just OF period Void. They make a lot of King of the Hill related stuff, and so they made two versions of this shirt: one with the upside down cross, one without the upside down cross. And obviously, I opted for the upside down cross. So
Well,
Of
yeah.
Void. I've gotten a bunch of things. I got a pin from them. I have Bobby as a Baphomet. I got a bunch of stickers from them. So check them out on Instagram if you do that thing. I don't know,
Well, you've seen enough pictures of Sauron.
which is
By
great.
the I wasn't sure if I was getting sick or not because like all morning this little shit he got mad that I cleaned his ears out yesterday, so every 2 hours hop in the bed and go meh, meh, meh.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I don't like when people clean my ears. I make this
Hmm.
noise.
Yeah, I totally get it. I just wish there was some way to explain to him that like he complains more when I don't clean him out and his ears are itchy.
Come on, man. My beer, I'm very excited about this one, mostly because of the can, but I'm also excited about the beer too. I ordered this from it's called Tavour, Tavour, where you can order beers, and so it's like you can find stuff that you can't like find locally.
Yeah,
So this beer is called 40% Strata, and it has Bender on the cover or
look,
on the
look at him.
Yep, it's a takeoff on the when he made the Benderbrau beer, which I think was the Root of All Evil episode, which is season 3 or 4. But it's basically whenever they made a beer inside of Bender. It's a fucking fantastic episode. But anyway, about this beer, it's a continuation of our Hop Bender Hazy Juicy IPA series. Everything's 40% of something. This triple is dry hopped. Triple IPA is 40% strata hops. And so this was made in Lancaster, California, Brew Pub and Bowling Alley, which I guess is who makes it. But it's a hazy triple IPA. It's 10% alcohol by volume. They actually have the IBUs listed here, and it's 15, so this shouldn't be too big. Um, and I'm drinking out of a Steelers 90th anniversary glass because the Steelers start playing tomorrow, as well as every other football team except for the two that played Thursday. And let's
Oh man, oh no, my favorite bar to read in is gonna get overtaken by people
Viking
cheering
fans.
our shit ass football team.
Yeah. Ooh,
Hate it.
that's nice light. Look at that. It's light and it's dense. You cannot see through this fucking thing.
Yeah, that looks juicy.
Yeah, it really does. Almost has like a New England IPA look to it, or a milkshake IPA. Which this is not. Oh God, the smell is This it smells like somebody just juiced a pineapple into this fucker. So here we go. Boy, true to that IBU, it is not bitter at all. I mean, maybe a touch. Um, I guess maybe if you have an aversion to bitter beers, this may seem bitter to you. I don't know, but it's not bitter at all. Very, very juicy flavor. Not only do you smell the pineapple, but you definitely taste it. Again, like I think we've said a million times in these videos, we're not experts, so I'm not 100% sure. Um, how the strata hops affect the taste. But or maybe it's the color. But it's a very this is so good. Hold on. Oh, that is so nice. It's funny because at 10%, it's gonna beat you up, if you guzzle this thing down, but it's so drinkable. It's deceivingly drinkable
That's,
for something that's this heavy alcohol wise. Like people are going to have issues if they're guzzling this thing down and they're not ready for the that ABV. But fuck, man, this is really good. I mean, anything that was brewed inside a Bender has to be good.
yeah.
There he is again. He's the best.
Look at that guy.
There he is. I was so excited whenever I saw this beer come up, and a lot of times on Tavour. Oh, I just realized that he has a hop on top of his antenna. There you go.
Cute.
And I'm going to save this can. But it's funny because a lot of times with Tavour, whenever they put up a beer, I mean, there's people that just watchdog that shit. So when they put something up, like even you'll get like an email, saying like, "Oh, this is up, go order it." And a lot of times, like I'll get the email and I'll go to the app and it's already gone. And I was so worried when I saw this and I was like, "This fucking beer is gone," but it wasn't. So this is great. I really, really like this. Um,
Maybe we talked about it earlier, but yeah, I did have Tavor for a minute, but I think I came to the conclusion I was not quite fancy enough for it. I don't know. And I have the good luck to have like a lot of decent bottle shops around here. So like
yeah,
I
that's
don't
understandable.
but I was pretty impressed with their selection. So
Yeah. Yeah, they offer a lot of different things. I mean, pretty much it's not a fucking commercial for Tavor, but pretty much any type of beer that you want. there'll be something like that on there. I've gotten some weird stuff from them. It's hit and miss. Like it's fun to experiment because like there'll be different. I like stouts a lot, so whenever there's like an interesting stout, I'll pick it up, and some of them have been okay. I mean, I've had a few that haven't been great, but a lot of them have been really good. Um, I just got a really good barley wine. Again, I don't remember who makes it now. That I had a couple weeks ago that I was kind of looking forward to, and that was really good. Um, but yeah, this is nice. I like it. And oh, I just realized there's also hops coming out of his belly.
Oh, hey.
Look at that. I feel like every time I look at this, I notice something different. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up their website because I want to see if they have any merch. Because if I can get something with Bender on it, I'll be excited. Because I don't have enough t-shirts, I only have a closet fucking overflowing with them. And
Mm. Yeah, I can't relate to that problem at all. I definitely didn't just reorganize my t-shirt drawer and realize like I have a problem perhaps.
well, I realized I was thinking about with I mean, winter's not around the bend, but it's close enough that I'm gonna maybe start taking some of my summer shirts out and putting them in a bin to put them away for the winter. And oh my God, I'm old. Oh my God, sorry. That was oh, like a mom moment of like, all right, sweetie, you gotta put all your shirts away you're not gonna wear over the winter.
Well, I mean, I always wear my shirts, my t-shirts that's like a base layer for winter.
Yeah.
I live in Minnesota, so we kind of need as much as we can get. Like I usually wear one, two, three, four layers in winter, like
Mhm.
just kind of indoors. Like got my short sleeve shirt, t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, sweater, hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, why the fuck do I live here again? Like that's a question I'm gonna be asking in about 4 months, definitely. But
Yeah. It's coming up. Yeah. I'm excited. So I mentioned that we adopted a dog. Her name's Brody, Brodie. Um, get ready to roll your eyes at me, Helen.
I mean,
Um, I've named her after Brody Lee, Mr. Brody Lee. So
when have I ever made fun of you for liking wrestling? It's just the
no,
Funko.
it was the toy thing. I was just kidding. Um, but Brody Lee is a professional wrestler. Well, he passed away a couple years ago. He was very young, like 38. He had a really bad lung infection and died. And Bray Wyatt from WWE, who just passed away a couple weeks ago, they were in a group together. And so yeah, but I've always been a big Brody Lee fan, and we were just trying to come up with a good name for her. And Brody, Brodie. I mean, that can be a woman's name. It doesn't matter. She's a dog. She doesn't give a shit. She just wants to bite, you know. As long as she can. She bit me right in the fucking nipple the other day. Like I had a shirt with the sleeves cut off, right in the nipple, not over the shirt either. Like right under the shirt, nose under the shirt, right in the nipple. Yeah.
I still have a scar on my scalp from where my old cat Bart panicked and bit me on the head. You know, my best and handsomest boy. Apologies to Sauron. I have a tattoo of him,
Yeah.
and like I'm still mad about that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, she's 3 months old. She's as puppy as you can get. And we bought a 72-inch long gate today. Excuse me. Um, in order to keep her confined to the living room because we're trying to the cats are just at the end of their rope. They're getting better. Like they're starting to come around a little bit more. So I think they are, you know, improving, but man, yeah, she's a handful, but I'm happy to have her here. She's got some growing to do. She's only 15 pounds, she's a little kid. Yeah, she's a little bit like her paws are bigger, so you can tell she's got some growing to do. um
Yeah, I saw her. She's got like the big mittens.
she
Real
does.
cute
She does,
thing.
yeah. And it's misleading because the woman who was her foster mother, who we got her from, she was like, "Oh, once you see her," she's like, "It's really hard to photograph black dogs that have black fur." She was like, "She has like brindle color all through her fur." And whenever we went and like I picked her up, put her on my lap, and I was looking, I was like, oh my God, you're right. Like her legs have brindle coloring all over it. She has a little patch of brindle color on her cheek, and she's got a white stripe that goes up her nose into the back, and there's a huge like circle. It's hysterical. It looks like a comet. Yeah. Yeah. She's great. I miss my dog Rosie a lot. Rosie passed away in March, and she was like my baby and always will be my baby. And it was a really hard decision to adopt because this is the longest I've ever gone in my life without a dog. Um, but we saw her and she's insane. We know that. I mean, she's nuts, but um, I think once she calms down a little bit, she's gonna be a fucking sweetheart. And she's really social. She likes people. She likes the cats. Like she really wants to be around the cats, but the cats just like, let's hold on. Like let's you calm down first and then we'll talk about this. But yeah, little kid. She's great. And the cats are great too. They're my friends. Can I tell you something funny? Or not funny, something really stupid I did before we did this video.
Yes, please.
So I always send Helen the link to the thing that we do the video on. And I'm sitting here and I realized I haven't been in my office in a couple weeks. And I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh shit, I still have August up. I was like, I need to get, I don't even think you can read it. It's right there. I was pointing to my screen. It's right there. And I was like, oh, it's still August. I need to flip to September because I don't want somebody to watch this video and zero in on my calendar and be like, they fucking film these all at once. Like, no, we don't. We do them fresh every week. Helen, I've been talking at nauseum. Well, we should wrap up, but go ahead. What do you want to say? Because I haven't shut up.
Oh God, I don't know. So what have I done recently that I can recommend? I've been reading Book of the New Sun. And I'm saying this in public because like I feel like I should hold myself to finishing it.
Yeah.
Classic sci-fi series by Gene Wolfe. I have my very battered copy of Claw the Conciliator here.
Ooh.
I have another copy. I actually bought a fresh copy because that one got a little too banged up.
I do that with stuff, yeah.
So yeah, like it's great, kind of a mind-bending, like weird series. It's not like the books aren't all that long, but it's kind of a lot. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot to digest. So I've been going through them very slowly. Um, So everyone read classic sci-fi, and before this, I was on a big Ursula K. Le Guin kick. People say Earthsea's young adults, and I guess that's technically true. But yeah, you should read that as well.
Yeah.
The Farthest Shore is probably the best one, I think. Yeah, I don't care what comes after. I have seen the dragons on the winds of the morning. It's like a very odd note of extreme gravitas to end this on, but sure.
I love it. I love it. I'm reading a biography about Andre the Giant right now, so that's where I am. Which is
Yay.
it's so good. It's really, really good. I'm gonna say one last thing. Two things. Well, two bands. I just want to say because Helen and I usually talk like because I do my website, and so Helen sometimes on Fridays I'd be like, "What's good new this week that's out?"
Sometimes Brian, you're like my lifeline to new releases now that I'm kind of a hermit and I don't really talk to people anymore. Like,
Well, this one is not. I'm looking this up to see what week it's out because it's not out quite yet. Um, but I was, I'm on vacation. I'm sitting at the pool. I'm getting ready to read my Andre the Giant book, and I'm like, let's find something to listen to. Actually, this comes out next Friday. Um, the band is called Great Falls, and the album's called Objects Without Pain. They're on Neurot Recordings. Fucking tremendous. It's like a good mix of like noise and like doom. It's sort of like like earlier Neurosis when they were a little bit more like a hardcore band, sort of like that. So it's so good. I was sitting at the pool in the most relaxing place possible, and I'm listening to this like I want to start dismantling somebody's car. So good. Also out next week, this is more of a more popular band, but the new Baroness album, Baroness, is great. I really like Baroness a lot. Like I've enjoyed them from the beginning, and I know that they're not as heavy as they used to be, but their new record is one of the heaviest things they've done since the Red album. Um, and I really like it.
Cool. Well, maybe the cat Baroness will like that as well.
She better. Baroness.
Likes much of anything besides, hugs with daddy.
That's good. That's good though too. That's good. That's a good thing. She should like that.
She sometimes likes hugs with mommy, but like only when daddy is not available. I feel like like the second parent.
We have that in this house too. It's like that. Hold on, I'm going to leave you with a story. I'm going to leave everybody with a story because we didn't talk about politics this week, but that's okay. And actually, I already told you this story, I think, on Instagram, but I'm going to
Oh,
do this story. So there is a marquee on Route 837 here near where I live, and this goes past a predominantly black neighborhood. And the person that owns this marquee, which literally like he's putting those little plastic letters up on it to like make his little Republican bullshit. Like he's done a lot of stuff that's been like veiled racist and shit like that. And I have just for the longest time wanted to sabotage his signs. So anyway, he hadn't put a sign up in a while. And like a week or two ago, I'm driving past and my God, there's a new sign up and it says free Trump. First of all, I had no idea he was incarcerated. But anyway, it said free Trump. In the last couple of days, because I just drove past this sign a few days ago, in the last couple of days, and this wasn't me, I wish it was, somebody took the T off the sign. So now the sign says free rump.
hmm.
It's been the beer video, everybody. Free rump.
Free rump.